Good morning, guys. So last night was just about probably one of the worst night's sleep I've had in a very long time. My allergies just like, I couldn't sleep. I woke up at 3 and it was probably 5 before I could like semi go back to sleep. And even then, like I couldn't breathe out of my nose and I was bringing it out of my mouth and waking up every couple minutes to like wet my mouth. Ugh, just horrible. The pregnancy rhinitis is zero fun. I actually am trying to like do some things for it now and take some stuff, but for whatever reason last night was just like off the charts. So we're starting today really well. We just finished breakfast here, so I'm gonna take my prenatal vitamins, just cleaned up, and we're gonna go on a little walkie before I have to get started on work for the day. There is a neighbor who's getting their roof redone, so we're gonna walk down there and see if the kids think that that's interesting. On another note, feel like I'm almost done with these prenatal packs, which they're not quite as bad as they were when I first started. I've kind of gotten used to them, but still I'm kind of excited to go back to something different. And I've also been taking this Mintran. This is from Standard Process. And it is just minerals, basically. It's basically so I don't have to put the salt in my water. I can just take it in pill form and it gets me more minerals than the salt did. So calcium, iodine, magnesium, it has the sodium in it. So this has been really nice that I've been taking this. I did consult with my doctor about these things. He is the one who recommended these to me, so don't like just go take them without talking to someone. But it has really helped me with just keeping those minerals in and feeling more hydrated, and the feeling of those leg cramps that I was having a little while ago, that has disappeared. So it's been good, but we're gonna head for our walk.
And of course, we have to get our stuffies ready for walk too. Fit as many in this little stroller as we can. You know, you have kids probably, you understand. After walk, we came back and the girls played while I got some work done. It was a work day for me. And then before I started preparing lunch, I snuck in a set of exercises. So what you're seeing here is cat camel or pelvic rocks. This is a part of the exercise program I do from the Bradley method. So pelvic rocks, right now I'm doing 4 sets of 40. Not all at one time, but just like throughout the day. So I throw in one maybe mid-morning, one at lunch, one mid-afternoon, and then one evening. And then at bedtime, I do 80 of them. In addition to that, you're going to see this is one of the hip exercises that my physical therapist gave me for just to keep my hips a little looser. So it is basically rotating your knee and foot like outwards, and you look at it while that's happening just for optimal stretch. I do that 5 times on each leg after my cat camels. I'm also doing 200 Kegels a day, and Dan and I do like butterfly exercises together. I do 7 of those a day right now. Moving on to lunch. Today I am having a chicken fajita bowl. And after I eat, I bring Rosemary up for a nap, and then Juliana and I do some school time. We are doing space theme this week, and it's just so fun doing school this year when we're having a really good time. I finished schoolwork with Juliana. I sat down at my desk to like look at what I needed to do for the rest of like nap time and work lunch break and stuff. And I was like, I just have this pain in my right side and it's starting to run down my leg. I'm gonna call my chiropractor and see if I can get an appointment, sneak something in for like 5:30 this evening. And I called and I was like, you know, do you? And they were like, we don't, but if you can get here in the next 20 minutes, we can fit you in really quickly. And I was like, yes. So I like just literally like told Dan he was in charge. Thankfully he's working from home today, so it worked out. Told him he was in charge, like, and ran out of the house, and I just got here with like 2 minutes to spare, heading in for a quick adjustment. I am so happy they had time to see me today. Just got home from my appointment. It was so nice just to like get that adjustment. I already am feeling a little bit better and loosened up, and just it's not
shooting down my leg anymore. So I think we still have some work to do. I have another appointment in 2 weeks. And so hopefully this will last me until then. But so thankful to get that in.
For dinner tonight, I made sweet potato fries, roasted chickpeas, a like homemade green tahini sauce, and then some ground beef. So I'm putting that together in a bowl style, and I'm going to eat on the go because it is my night to take Isabel to gymnastics. So in the car dinner, I get to have. I am trying to load up on my protein, make sure that I am sticking on top of that because protein in pregnancy is just so, so, so important. I just dropped Isabel off at gymnastics, and so I have a couple hours to myself until I have to pick her up, and so I'm running to Hobby Lobby real quick to please my heart. I know everybody is in like fall spooky season mode, and I'm like, their Christmas decorations are out. I can't wait to walk through. So that's what I'm doing. Christmas mode all the way, all the time for me. I have never decorated really like bedrooms for Christmas before. And this year I wanted to do the girls' room and the playroom. And so for the girls' room, I was thinking about doing like this pink stuff. So I wanted to come in this aisle. But I also see like these emerald jewel tone things. Like, how beautiful. Like, look at these like peacock type style ornaments. Those are so pretty. All those jewel tones. Now I'm thinking like I want to do my bedroom too, and I am rationalizing it because I have to like, well, I don't have to, but I'm giving birth and I'm going to be posted up in my bedroom with a newborn like after Thanksgiving, right in prime Christmas season, and don't I want to be in a Christmassy environment? Of course. So I think that might have to be the thing this year. Like, this stuff I love. I think this, like a very traditional green and red, is what I want to do for the playroom, or even just like multicolored like Christmas light type style thing. So exciting. I'm hanging out now waiting for Isabel, and I just thought I'd give you the update. So 31 weeks, baby's the size of a coconut, 16 inches, 3.2 pounds, I think. So it's kind of crazy. Like, I feel like the bulk of what has to be done like still is baby's just gonna like, you know, double in birth weight over the next 2 months. It's actually 2 months till due date today as I'm filming this, so 2 months to go. Regarding the pain that I talked about at my 30-week update, it's like right here, which is really my left side, even though it probably looks like right side to you, but it's like upper belly. It is still there, albeit better than it was earlier this week. So earlier this week, I like simple things I like could not do, like to take a shower took like 30 minutes because I couldn't twist to like wash my body or wash my hair. I couldn't put my pants on. It took me like 12 minutes to put pants on because I just couldn't, like that pain was just so bad anytime I moved. And it went on like that for, honestly, it was probably, I mean, that intense for like a day or two, but still there. And like I had, the only way to relieve it was like to just push pressure on it. The support band, the belly band was not working. And so that was the only way. And that went on for a good like 7-8 days. And now today and yesterday have been the first 2 days that I've been like, it's still there. Like I can feel it, but it's not as painful. It's not limiting me from my daily life, which I couldn't be more thankful for, because like I could not have gone through 10 more weeks of that, I don't think. I even went to my pelvic floor therapist. I did make an appointment, an emergency appointment with her. Well, with a secondary one, because my original one that I've seen with previous pregnancies, she couldn't get me in. But I mean, good news is, she was like, I have good and bad news. Good news is everything looks good. Your spine looks good. Your hips look good. Your
you know, ribs don't seem to be having trouble. But for the most part, she was like, yeah, even you don't even have like much separation, which I would expect to see a little more like at this point in your pregnancy, like as for diastasis. So all good there. She was like, on the bad news is I can't tell you why you're having pain there. She was like, even if it was on the other side, like if it was on the right side, I could say maybe your liver was having issues, like preeclampsia, first signs of that. But she was like, no, things look good. It really might just be baby's positioning, as your midwife said. So that was really like disheartening to hear almost, because I was like, how am I going to make it through 10 more weeks of pregnancy like this? So thankfully it has gotten a little better. The only thing she mentioned was with my hips is that they looked good, but they were a little bit tight. So she did give me some exercises, which I kind of showed you earlier in this video, actually, the ones where you kind of like look back at your foot. And I was able to get some relief, like if I laid down for 10 minutes and kind of like forced baby to move just based on like my positioning, that would like relieve it for a little bit. But thankfully, like the last couple days have been much better. I already kind of told you about the rhinitis and my stuffiness. That's still all there. I'm sure you can hear it now. Other than that, my constipation has kind of come back this past week. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna try to keep drinking water as much as I can and get things moving. I'm walking, I'm working out, I'm doing the things I'm supposed to be doing, eating, hopefully, you know, right. So I'm just gonna be drinking more water and hope to get a grip on that a little bit. Today, actually, I noticed earlier when I was in Hobby Lobby that I like burped and I had a little bit of acid reflux, which is the first time, I mean, maybe it's happened 1 or 2 other times this entire pregnancy, but first time in a long time. So I was like, ooh, that was interesting. And it went away right away, and I don't get that often, but I did get it a little bit today. But this past week, I have noticed my hands have been a little itchy. So immediately my mind went straight to cholestasis. I was like, oh my gosh, like another thing, like just to set everything off. I actually don't think it's that. I don't know if you actually can see it on my hands here. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to. It's too skin toned, but I do actually have like bumps, like several bumps. And so I think cholestasis is not usually, it doesn't have a rash or bumps of sorts. It's just really itchy. And this does. And I actually had a similar thing very early in this pregnancy, and it went away. At the time, my midwife thought it was eczema. So I'm thinking it's probably something similar to that, but it's something I like wrote down to make sure that I tell my midwife about, because she may want to like double check that it's not cholestasis. I mean, of course, that's like a huge risk factor in pregnancy. So hopefully it goes away in the next few days. Hopefully it's, you know, sleep. It could be allergen related too. Like I've had such bad allergies these past couple days that it could be itchiness and like rash related to that. That could be very well it. But I just want her to double check on that and make sure that we're still good on all fronts. So I'd say that is pretty much the update. I don't know if I can give you a bump date one-handed here, and it might be really hard to see in black, but let's see. Hi, little guy. There we are. That's the bump date today. I actually feel like pretty good. I feel big still, but like normal big, like 31 weeks pregnant big, 7 months pregnant, 2 to go, like feel pretty good about that. And I don't know if it's because I've started with my exercises so routinely and like been just really making sure to get out and walking and all the things. So I don't know if it's just I feel more fit or not, but I am big, but I feel normal big. So that's a good update. So that's about it for today. I am gonna actually just head in and watch the tail end of Isabel's, well, not the tail end, the last hour of Isabel's gymnastics. And I will talk to you guys next time. See you later. Bye.